250,000 downloads to over 1 million downloads.
Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose with Farah. I was trying to get on TikTok, but anyways, welcome to the Nursing Dose. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to get hired faster as a new nurse. And again, I have 5 tips for you, and it has nothing to do with your resume. All right. So I know a lot of you have just graduated, a lot of you nurses. Maybe you're a senior nursing student watching this and you're wondering, how do I get into these nurse residency programs? How do I get hired faster? And how do I get into the specialty area that I really want to get into and not just settle just for any job? I know many nurses are being told that you have to start in med-surg, and I don't agree with that. I myself, as a new graduate nurse 20 years ago, was told that I had to start in med-surg. My clinical instructor laughed in my face and said, "You will never be an emergency nurse." And I didn't listen to her. And I'm so glad that I didn't. And I became an emergency nurse, got hired as a nursing student right out of nursing school, and did emergency medicine for 13 years. And this is why today I do what I do as a nurse career coach, as a podcaster, content creator, to help you prevent you from making the mistakes that many people make, and to just settle for any job, because who wants to settle, right? It's 2026. We want to get what we want. We want to make those money moves, make those business moves, get paid what we're worth, negotiate our salary, and be in really good work environments that are going to support you and help you in your transition to practice as a new nurse. Okay. So you are in the right place if you're watching this and wondering, how do I get hired? I'm frustrated. I'm tired of sending out multiple applications. I'm not hearing back. Or you're getting constant rejection emails, those automatic emails, or you're being told by recruiters that you don't have the experience and that you should wait a year or 2 years. Okay. I will give you 5 tips to be able to get hired faster. Okay. So let me know where you guys are watching from, what city, what country. Drop them in the chat and give me a minute, because I am trying to also go live on TikTok, and it'll take me just a moment. Okay, so let's get into it. Again, if you're just watching, I'm going to share 5 tips on how you can get hired faster as a new graduate nurse, and it has nothing to do with your resume. All right. So for those who don't know me, my name is Dr. Farah Laurent. I've been a nurse for over 20 years. I've helped over 200 nurses land their dream role in specialty areas, making 6 figures in competitive cities like San Francisco and New York City. And I continue to help these new nurses like yourself, like I said, make 6 figures, anywhere from 100,000 to 175,000, getting into areas like the ICU, ER, labor and delivery, NICU, the OR, psych, and getting into these high paying jobs in these competitive cities, and not just any hospitals, but hospitals such as NYU, Stanford, the top hospitals, the top residency programs. Okay. So if you want to learn more about how you can work with me, just direct message me. And I've also dropped a link. You can go to newnursjob.com. I have a free training tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. Tomorrow, January 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern. You can register. Limited spots, so register now. Again, go to newnursjob.com. You could register for the webinar there. And this is for any senior nursing student or new graduate nurse looking to get hired faster. Okay, so let's get into the 5 tips. Again, my work also has been featured on different podcasts, media, and even television, such as the Jennifer Hudson Show and Black Enterprise. And I got the receipts. I got tons of testimonials. So let's get into it. Okay. Number 1, if you want to get hired faster in 2026, you have to be on LinkedIn. You have to have a LinkedIn profile, and not just any LinkedIn profile. It has to stand out. Okay. So that's the number one tip. In fact, I truly believe that creating a LinkedIn profile that is optimized will help you stand out and help you get hired faster than you having a really good resume. 95% of recruiters will look you up on LinkedIn before they invite you for a phone screening or an actual interview. And hiring managers will also look you up on LinkedIn. So having a LinkedIn profile is a must. It's a non-negotiable. So for those that are watching me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, if you don't have a LinkedIn account, today should be the day that you sign up for LinkedIn. Okay, couple quick tips that I will give you is make sure that you have a profile photo that is recent, that looks good, is forward facing, that you're smiling, and there shouldn't be anybody in the background. There shouldn't be extra stuff or a dog or whatever it is that you guys put in the background. Make it simple and recognizable that it's you and your face. Okay. Again, make sure it's not just your face or, a really far away photo where you can't even see your face. Make sure that the circle of the profile, that it's at least chest up or like neck up, and it's a really good photo. You could take a selfie, you could put one of your graduation photos up there, and LinkedIn allows you to crop the photo so you can do that. Okay, so that's number one. You also want to have a banner, a LinkedIn banner. Don't leave it just blank. Within 3 to 5 seconds, I should know what type of nursing role that you're looking for. So a lot of times you can make your own banner. You can go on Canva, it's really easy to do. And you could put, say, like aspiring ICU nurse. You could put your email up there, something that is going to grab the hiring manager's attention, or the recruiter to know that you want to be a critical care nurse, ED, labor and delivery, NICU, whatever it is. It should be clear in your profile. Okay. So that's the banner. Take advantage of the banner. Okay. Then there's the headline section. Make sure that you also fill that out and that it's clear, it's up to date. And again, there you can also put new graduate nurse and maybe aspiring critical care nurse or aspiring NICU nurse, something easy. And then also, have fun with it. Put something there that maybe people don't know that you do. Maybe you're a cyclist or a runner, or you like to cook or travel. Put something there that is can easily start a conversation. Okay. So put something fun in your header. All right. Next, on your profile, make sure that you fill out all the certifications, all the education, because that's important, especially if you're going for a critical care position. If you have ACLS, which I highly recommend, all those things should go in your profile, okay, on your LinkedIn profile. Your About Me section should be filled out. And again, it should be concise. It should tell a little bit about yourself, both professionally as a nursing student or as a new grad, and also add a little bit extra in there. So maybe you do volunteer work. I would put that in there. Do not post your resume on LinkedIn. Please do not do that. Not a good look. Okay. So just fill that out. If you want to learn more about how to do your LinkedIn profile, I actually have a course called the New Nurse to Dream Role course. I will drop the link below. And this course has everything that you need to know from when you graduate nursing school, or if you're still a nursing student, how to get hired faster, all my tips, strategies, frameworks, how to do a LinkedIn profile. I have tons of videos in there. It's called the New Nurse to Dream Role course, and you could purchase it on my website, nursefarah.com. So go check that out, okay? I actually have a video where I go step by step and teach you how to optimize your LinkedIn profile to get hired faster as a new nurse, okay? So that's number one. Number two, this is my second recommendation. If you want to get hired faster as a new grad, my number two tip is strategic networking. And this starts in nursing school. Okay. When you're going to your clinicals, I always say that's your undercover interview when you're going to clinicals. Take it seriously. Start making connections, start taking emails, phone numbers, talking to the charge nurses, other nurses there, hiring managers, and just go up to them and say, hey, I'm going to be graduating, in the spring of this year or the fall, whatever. I'm interested in labor and delivery, or I'm interested in med surg, or whatever you're interested in. And tell them that you would love to work on their unit. Can you have their card, their contact number? Ask them questions like, hey, what do you look for in a new grad? That is your chance to start making those strategic connections and start networking. Okay. So that's one area is a nursing school in your clinicals. Secondly, your professors, your clinical instructors, start networking with them as well and keeping in touch. Side note, also get your recommendation letters early. Do not wait until you graduate and you pass your NCLEX, and then now you're trying to go back and find your professors and clinical instructors to ask them for recommendation letters. No, do that before you leave the school. Okay. Another added tip, do not wait to apply to residency programs until you pass your NCLEX or actually have your license. Start applying as a nursing student, okay? And start doing those networking strategies early, okay? So let's say you have graduated. It's okay. It's not too late. You could still do strategic networking on LinkedIn. And that's another reason why I recommend LinkedIn. You can connect with hiring managers, connect with recruiters. And again, in my course, New Nurse to Dream Role, I teach you how to actually look for recruiters, how to connect with them, how to DM them, message them. All those things are in the course. Okay. So definitely strategic networking is key. Also, besides just doing it online, you can actually do it in person as well. Go to nursing conferences, go to job fairs early on, start connecting, building relationships early. Okay. And a lot of times, sometimes the posting is not even up and you will get the position. Just most recently, I had a nurse come to my free training, the webinar I mentioned earlier. If you're interested in coming, it's tomorrow at 1 p.m. January 7th at 1 p.m. You can register at newnursejob.com. Anyway, she came to my webinar. I had one quick conversation with her. I gave her a tip. I told her to call a nurse manager, and we quickly, spoke about what she should say. Within a couple days, she got offered a fellowship in labor and delivery that was not even posted. She got a job that wasn't even posted from one piece of advice that I gave her. Okay, so do not miss out on this webinar tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping gems and giving you so much strategies and frameworks. Okay, so go to newnursejob.com because seats are limited. Once they fill up, that's it. So go sign up right now. All right, so that's number two. Number three is personal branding and visibility. That is my third tip if you want to get hired faster. What do I mean by personal branding and visibility? I mean, as a nursing student and as a new grad, you have to understand that you have a personal brand, whether you know it or not. What is a personal brand? It's essentially your reputation. Okay. How do you start building that? You have to know yourself pretty well. So, a couple questions to ask yourself. You have to get clear on what you want, what type of job you want, where you want to work in terms of what city, what state, what hospital. If you want to work outpatient, inpatient, acute care, community, you have to get clear. Okay, that's number one. Number two, what do you stand for? What are your values? What are your non-negotiables? What populations you like to work with? That's all part of what it is that you want to do, who you are, and it's part of your personal brand. Okay. Start including some of the storytelling in your interviews and the conversations that you have with people, because storytelling is powerful and it helps with your personal brand. Let's say as a child, I don't know, something happened, you were in the hospital, and that inspired you to become a nurse. You want to tell that story in a way that's compelling and that's going to help the hiring manager or the recruiter remember you. You want to be unforgettable. Okay. So storytelling does that, and it also helps you build your personal brand. Okay. Other ways you could do that is creating content on social media, maybe writing an article about why you're interested in L&D or why you're interested in pediatrics or ICU or ED or whatever the case is. Okay. So that's one way. Get clear on your values, get clear on what you want to do, and articulate that to people. Okay. Another thing about personal branding is the image, right? Your reputation, how you show up, how you speak, how you treat people, how you interact with others. That's how you're going to be remembered. So be very intentional about how you're showing up. Are you being in alignment with your values and demonstrating that in your actions? That is part of your personal brand. Okay. If you're super introverted, you don't really talk that much, make sure that when you're going to your interviews, you're at least showing some enthusiasm, smiling a little bit more, because you want to show interest in the position. And that's all part of personal branding. And then the visibility piece is you can create content, you can create videos. A lot of times I help my clients create introduction videos on LinkedIn. And that is also in my course, the new Nurse to Dream Role course. I teach you how to create an introduction video that you could put out on social media, particularly LinkedIn. One particular client that I helped, her name was Jamie. She created a video and put out that video on LinkedIn, an introduction video about how she wanted to be an L&D nurse. The next day, she had a recruiter in her inbox telling her that she should apply to labor and delivery position. And, she got the position, obviously, with me coaching her and everything like that. Okay. So that's part of your personal branding. And also what you're wearing. You have to invest in an outfit. And I always tell people, don't wear black, gray, or navy blue, because you want to be able to stand out. Again, more is going to be in this training tomorrow that I'm going to talk to you about, how to get hired faster. So sign up at newnursjob.com. Okay. And if you want to get my course, it's on nursefarah.com. Just look at course. You'll find my course there. Okay. So that's number 3 is personal branding and visibility. And of course, showing up as your true self. And then infusing a little bit of personality in your interview. Don't show up there like super stiff, super quiet, and not showing a little bit of your personality. That's important. Okay. Number 4 is confidence and competence. Okay. You need to be able to show up confidently for your interview and demonstrate your competence clinically. How are they going to know that? You have to prepare. If you don't prepare for your interview, you're not going to get hired. And that is more important than your resume. Your resume can look great on paper. You can have a 4.0 GPA, but if you cannot answer clinical style questions, critically think, and apply information in the interview, you're not going to get hired. And if you're not confident, if you don't believe you're going to get the position, and I mean confidence in the way you speak, the way you show up, your mannerisms, you're not going to get hired. Okay. So that's number 4. Show up with confidence and demonstrate competence. How do you do that? Get yourself a nurse career coach. Hint, hint, like myself. I have a cohort that's opening up January 21st. That's going to be the time where you can sign up for registrations and see if you're eligible to enter my new grad cohort. Basically, it's the same thing, the new Nurse to Dream Role cohort. I'm only accepting a few nursing students and new grads, only if you are eligible. So if you're interested, DM me, just direct message me on LinkedIn. And registration will close at the end of the month. Okay. And that is a group coaching program where I go through all this stuff. You'll get access to my course and I will guide you step by step on how to get hired faster and make six figures and get your specialty area. Okay. And then lastly, number 5, you have to learn how to pitch and promote and market yourself. How do you do that? Through communication. You have to be able to articulate your value, be very clear in your communication, concise, answer the questions correctly, but really have an interview pitch. If you don't have an interview pitch in the beginning when they ask you, tell me about yourself, and you're all over, you're rambling, you're not clear, you're not answering the questions appropriately, you're not going to get hired. Most new nurses struggle with this because they're not confident, they don't know what to say, they feel unprepared, they're nervous, and they don't know how to market, pitch, and promote themselves. And I tell new nurses all the time, you have to be able to brag about yourself, your past experience, your skills, and highlight all the things you've done in nursing school, including the qualifications, the certifications you have, but it has to be packaged in a certain way so that you could show up and position yourself for success and position yourself to be the only candidate that they want to hire. And you're going to do that with communication and confidence, and you have to be prepared. All right. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to create more content throughout the week. Like I said, tomorrow I have a free webinar training. It's called The New Nurse to Dream Role. If you want to sign up for it, go to newnursejob.com. You can sign up for it, limited spots, and it's tomorrow at 1 p.m. If you're interested in potentially joining my group coaching cohort, which registration starts January 21st, just direct message me and tell me that you're interested and say, just put dream role. Just message me dream role and say, hey, I saw you on social. I would like to get into this cohort. How do I get into the cohort? And I will give you the eligibility because not everybody is eligible to enter. And I will give you an application that you can fill out to see if you are eligible to join my new nurse to dream role cohort. And then the registration, like I said, opens up January 21st and it closes at the end of the month. And then that's it. And I'm only taking a select few senior nursing students and new grads. And like I said, I've helped over 200 new graduate nurses land six-figure roles in their preferred specialty and helping them get a job in less than 90 days. And some of them are getting same day offers or same week offers. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I'll drop all the links below so you guys could check them out on TikTok. In my link, you'll have the new nurse job link. You can sign up directly from TikTok and also directly from LinkedIn and Instagram as well. If you're watching from anywhere else like YouTube or Facebook, just message me on LinkedIn if you have any questions about what I talked about. Let me know if this was helpful. Drop any comments or questions that you have in the chat. I will go back and see if I can answer any of your questions. And also look up for my YouTube channel. Go to The Nursing Dose with Farah. I have a ton of videos there as well for you to watch. Hope this content was helpful. Like I said, it goes beyond just having a 4.0 GPA. It goes beyond your resume. You really have to be strategic if you want to get hired faster as a new grad and get into this nurse residency programs that are highly competitive. All right, my name is Dr. Farah Laurent. Thank you for watching. Until next time,